Bradley, tell me, why are you here tonight?
I'm here this evening because I'm pleased to announce the launch of my new book, which is called Get Up, Show Up, Shine Up, and also my new program, which is called The Diamond Experience, and my website. But that's not the main reason that I'm here tonight. The main reason I'm here tonight is because I was very kindly introduced to a network at the end of March this year, and I came along to the first day in this very room. It was a two-day event. It was the Authors Awards. There was about 180 people in the room, and I didn't know what to expect. And I sat there for a short period of time, and I thought, this isn't for me. And I started listening to people speaking, and I was closed on, and I wasn't looking past what I first see. And I always teach people when I'm coaching and working in businesses to look past what you first see. And initially I didn't. And then I sat back, and actually I was sitting where Manny is, Patricia. I was sitting right there, and I was looking back across the room, and I started to look around at all these people, and as I'm feeling now, these tingles went all over my body, went through every part of my bone and my soul, and I engaged, and it was like this. And I engaged, and I started listening to everybody that was speaking. I was listening to what they were saying, how they were feeling, what they were coming across. And I saw, it was like vision, it's like me taking off my glasses and everything being blurry, slightly blurry, out of focus. And then Stardust was being spoken about. And I thought, what's some of this Stardust? And you were speaking, and everyone was speaking on the stage, and so was Cheryl and Jill, and all these wonderful ladies and men were getting these awards with their books. And all of a sudden my glasses came into focus, and I didn't just see you and the people that was here. I didn't just see the Authors Awards and what people were going through. I saw a really fantastic network of group of people. I saw a global shift and a change, and something just went through me that made me want to, connect with the network, with Radio Works, with yourselves and all the wonderful people involved. But since the end of March, 30th and 31st, I have not been the same person. I have not been the same person, because everything that I was doing in terms of my business and what I was looking to achieve equally wasn't focused. It was all in there, it was all inside me, and it was like the Enigma machine. You know, I've got all this information, and I've got all this energy and passion and all these life's experiences, both good and bad, but it was like I'm trying to put it through the Enigma machine. Hey, and if you, hey kids, hey, oh, one of the most beautiful kids in the world. And I just saw your video last night, didn't see it before, made me cry, by the way, Sabrina. So it was like this Enigma machine that's in front of me, and it's like everyone's trying to crack the machine, nobody more so than me, that we all do in life. And all of a sudden it was like a fruit machine, to give the analogy, but it just kind of went ching 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 ching, and everything lined up, and then all of a sudden it wasn't money that was coming out, it was like a Stardust token. And that token has enabled me to choose my vision. I've been engaged, I've been focused. It's like I'm in so much flow. It's like hose pipe in your garden, it's going non-stop and I can't turn it off. Sometimes to the point I'm struggling to sleep because I'm so happy. I'm up at night, I'm researching. I mean, I've slept on the couch for probably 2 weeks. My dear love of my life over there, which I love dearly, she's not had me in the bed for the last couple of weeks because once you say goodnight, I'm downstairs, the phone's open, I'm watching the TV and I'm researching, I'm looking at videos, and I've just had this paradigm shift in me that's opened me up to a place that I knew that I had the experience and the abilities to be in, but it's opened me up to something that's very, very difficult to explain. I'm open, I'm aligned, I'm excited. I see now everything so clearly. Now I've been putting the last 4 or 5 weeks some steps into place that enabling me to now move forward with a much greater understanding of who I am and what I can do to help other people. And even more so, I'm now looking past what I see initially with even greater ability to look beyond what I first see. And I'll give you an example. When I came to the event, I came back to another event. And like any event, you can get a large number of people turn up for an event, or a small number of people turn up for an event. And it doesn't actually matter whether you've got 100 people there or 25 people there. It's the people who's actually made the effort to come, and that's all that's important. And tonight's going to be a fabulous night because there are so many people that is going to have some fantastic speeches. I know they are, and it's going to be a very warm and very close evening with some really fantastic stories. And I'm living now to help people through the diamond experience and what I'm doing with regard to my book. It's like I'm 47, but it's like I've just woken up as a boy and I'm ready to go again. My body's a bit chubbier, you know, my brain's a little bit older, but my soul and my passion has never been so aligned. I said that very shortly, didn't I?
What happened in the space of a couple of weeks, apart from writing a book, launching your own radio show, and starting your own coaching program? What would you say you discover for yourself, and now you are creating this formula which is transferable to others?
You.
That's what I was waiting for. Thank you. But I meant you discover the diamond within. And I know now you can transfer that formula into everybody's circumstances, because people could change many things, but perhaps they cannot change their circumstances. And there's a shortcut. I don't believe in shortcuts, but in this case there is a shortcut. When you change your thoughts, you change the way you look at yourself. So you start seeing yourself with a fresh pair of eyes. So where is the diamond going?
The diamond, well, in seeing myself, it was like I said, it's coming into true vision. Everybody, I believe everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs some form of second opinion, and we can't do it on our own. And all that was in there was only until I spoke to you, that within half an hour, you tuned and helped me to tune my radio to broadcast clearly in high definition, digital AB Stardust radio, and it's like now I cannot stop thinking about diamonds, the shape, the colour, the clarity, the size, the cut, the brilliant cut, the round cut, the princess cut, the different shades of diamond, the white diamond, blue diamond, and I'm like diamonds with claws, D-colour, SI1 inclusion, and all this actually applies to people. So the floodgates just, I'm now, woof, I just cannot stop thinking about how diamonds are in each of us. And for me, I spoke so many times about acres of diamonds. As you probably know, that if you've not looked up acres of diamonds, you know, it really is a fantastic story. It's a fantastic story, Acres of Diamonds. I absolutely recommend that you look it up. And it will explain quite a lot of what I'm going to be talking about when I give you a brief presentation. But it was as if something turned the lights on. I knew what a light switch was, but it was like I thought the lights were on, but actually they weren't. And when I did switch the lights on, not only did I see everything in an amazing, brilliant colour, but it reflected back upon me and who I truly am, and what my soul resonates and what I stand for and what I feel. And the shift was an experience that I think we experience once in a lifetime. And if I can help other people to feel that way inside themselves, that are ready to feel that way, and if they can feel the same way that I feel now, powerful stuff.
Thank you. So, just to summarize, in October, on the 2nd of October, your book is going to go around the world for 80 days, together with Sabrina Ben-Sami and her family, the Magnificent Five. And you are going to share your story, your baby, your diamond with the whole world, because we are following the footprints of what Jules Verne imagined long ago in his own mind. And now we are turning that story into a real story. And Bradley Chapman was talking before about changing the story you tell yourself when nobody else is listening. So in terms of changing the story you are telling yourself or nobody else is listening, when you look at yourself, when you talk to yourself, what are you telling yourself?
That's a really great question, actually, isn't it? When I talk to myself, when I'm telling myself, I am reinforcing all of the things inside myself that I'm practicing to coach and to help people with the transformational program, because like anything, we will always have some flow, but there are the simplest things that can knock us off of our flow, that can take us out of alignment of how we feel and what we're resonating and being congruent with our values. And it's being able to recognise that and to be able to pull yourself back to a centered position where, if we're all in a centered position, we're effective, we engage with so much more passion, we're much more precise, there's a greater understanding. When we go off slightly to a negative or to on a positive, we're not actually operating effectively. It's like, you know, if you've got to run and you've got to run continually for a day, you're going to run at a certain pace, but there's going to be times during that day where you're going to get fatigued. It maybe you've got to be on a sprint, and if you're on a sprint, you know, you're going to be going for 10 or 12 seconds, but you're going to put so much energy when you come over the line, whether it's a sprint or whether it's a long distance run, there's going to be times where you're going to feel fatigued, you're going to feel strained, and it's at those moments where you need to be able to realise that diamond, that strength inside yourself, whether it's your belief, your passion, your diamond determination, there's so many things to this diamond that it can help to bring you back to a realisation. So that's what I say to myself. I say to myself when I'm coaching somebody, if I go slightly out of alignment, I have to bring myself back into that so I can be effective as a coach and a public speaker to be able to deliver something that will impact upon somebody, and it can help them to change and transition to feel very similar, become, you know, effective in what they do. And I repeat to myself all the time that you can't give up, you mustn't stop, you're going to go for a lot of pain, there's no shortcuts. It does take sometimes a longer journey than we expect it to get to where we need to get to. And sometimes you may feel like quitting, and you get to the point where you might feel like quitting, and that's where you've got to dig back in. Whatever you're facing, you've got to dig back in to find that strength, just to push that a little bit further so you can reach that point where you can say, I achieved what I set out to do.
So, in other words, you are not any longer the best kept secret.
No.